Okay, so first I start off by moisturising my face, and I either use the Clinique Dramatically Different moisturising lotion, or I use the Nivea Soft moisturising cream, which I'm going to be using today. Is something that I don't always do, which is prime the face, and this is the L'Oreal Studio Secrets primer. I've used this for a while. I just like it because it smooths the skin out and is just great for prepping the skin for foundation, but I'm actually in the market to look for a new foundation primer, so leave recommendations below. Next I use the MAC Studio Moisture Tint. This is just a tinted moisturiser, and this is in the shade medium. I just take a pea-sized amount of that and I just apply that all over the face. And I like using this towards the spring summer because it does give my skin a nice tint and a nice glow. So I like using that before applying my foundation. And because it is so sheer, it doesn't really give me much coverage, which I like. I use my foundation, and I use the NARS Sheer Glow foundation, and my shade is in Mont Blanc, which is one of the palest because I am quite pale. And now I'm just shaking up the foundation, which actually brings it to the top, so it's easier to take and apply. So I just dot this all over my face. This foundation is a medium coverage foundation and it is quite buildable, but I like to wear it quite lightly because I do have freckles and my skin is pretty good at the moment, so I don't really want to wear too much foundation. And I love this foundation because it doesn't clog the pores, so it's good for people who are prone to breakouts like me. And yeah. What I use to blend it in is the Real Techniques by Samantha Chapman, the buffing brush. So I just take that and I just start from the neck and go up to the jawline, do the chin, and then go onto my cheeks and then forehead. And this brush is just amazing. It's just getting the most airbrushed application on the face, and it just applies it very naturally, and it doesn't look very cakey at all. It just lightly applies it and doesn't make you look like you're wearing anything on the skin. And that's the foundation done. I love this foundation because it just feels so light and just like a second skin. For concealer, I either use the Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection, or I use the Laura Mercier Secret Camouflage. And today I'm going to be using the Collection 2000 concealers, and I use a mixture between 1 and 2 because their colour range is just terrible. So I apply that just underneath the eyes, around the nose and on my chin. Oh, and that was number 1, by the way. And now on to number 2. I just apply just 1 dot of that because it is quite a lot darker than number 1. And then I just lightly pat that in. And then using the buffing brush again, I'm just going to buff that out. For blemishes, I do the same, just use the mixture of 1 and 2, and this concealer is just great for everyday wear because it just lasts so long, and it is a high coverage concealer, which is very good seeing it is a drugstore concealer. Next I'm using NARS Laguna Bronzer with the Sigma powder brush, which is a horrible brush. Absolutely hate this brush. It leaves so many brush bristles all over the face, which is not good. So seeing as I am so impressed with the Real Techniques brush line, I'm probably going to get the powder brush of theirs. And there's me trying to get off all the shedded brush hairs. So seeing as it is coming up to spring, summer, I do like to use more pinky peachy blushes, so I either use the NARS Orgasm blush or the matte blush in Well Dressed. And today I'm going to be using the NARS Orgasm one with the Real Techniques contour brush. And I'm just going to apply that just underneath the cheekbones and working it up to the hairline. And this blush is like a pinky peachy colour with loads of gold shimmer through it, and I really like using this with my cheeks because it just gives them a nice glow and just makes my face look really healthy. And this step is optional. I don't always do it, but sometimes if I'm in the mood I use the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle, and I just lightly apply that to the tops of my cheekbones just to give me a glow, and that's it. That's all I do for my face, and it normally just takes me about 6 or 7 minutes of my day, so yeah.